Are you in some serious need of some sweet new armor, weapons, and cool new foes to fight and die to? And how about some amazing weapons that will carry you through the game and leave a terrifying wake of destruction in your path?
Now that's a lot of damage!
Or maybe you're just here to celebrate and to dance around. This is a follow-up to my YouTube short on all 4 mausoleums. I hope you enjoy the full guide. First up is the Western Nameless Mausoleum, located west of the Scorched Ruins in the first area of the DLC. If you're an avid explorer, you would have found this fairly easily. You'll find all these cool wormlings and grave birds nearby. The mausoleum stands out like a sore thumb, so just get right in there. If you're heading there very early into the DLC, you might be in for a pretty tough fight, as this guy has the potential to 2-hit you, maybe even 1-hit you. So you can come back at any time once you get more Shadow Tree fragments, or Shadow Tree, I think it's Shadow Tree, just because of the way they want us to pronounce it rather than how it's spelled. I recommend a weapon that has high stagger rate, like I'm using the Bloodhound's Fang using my bleed build. Feed him, you'll get his set and his greatsword. This armor is incredibly heavy, tons of great stats around, and it's, again, incredibly heavy. But damn does it look cool, and the greatsword spots a really cool Ash of War. Has a charged up slash that is a projectile, and you can follow it up with another crazy slice. Up next is the Northern Mausoleum, found by the Templetown Ruins site of Grace in the Rao base. You'll want to head east and north out of the town. You'll eventually find yourself on an eastern cliffside. You'll want to go up there and you'll see a locked spirit spring. And all you're really going to do is run past it, keep going along the side, and you'll find the way to unlock it by smashing this random rock over here. Simply going to return to your previous spot, which I can show here on this map. And look at that, giving you all the locations you'll need. Follow that spirit spring up and you'll find another spirit spring. Hit that one up and you'll be at the mausoleum. Would have been cooler just to do that in one, but you know, whatever. Here you will be taking on the Red Bear. I found him to be very, very aggressive. Might be because he's down to throw hands at any point, but he can mess you up really quickly. Just for a fun fact, if you happen to use this weapon with a mimic, you will also get this very aggressive playstyle from the mimic. It is very rewarding, and his weapon is pretty crazy good, as you can see as it tears me apart. Just don't let him get too cocky or he'll just cleave you in two. I would recommend faster weapons such as a twin blade or something of that nature, and just start swinging and outlast him just straight up. He only has 1 healing, you have many. Red Paw's Claw, as well as the Fang Helmet Iron Rivet Armor. The set looks okay, but I chose to use Renala's Pelt instead for my helmet because we're going a full bear build with this look. You get the pelt by slaying Renala, which is one of the great bears that you can find around the DLC. You might find it unbearable. That was golden. Anyways, up next is the Eastern Mausoleum. Only be accessed through Shadowkeep's watering hole side of Grace. There's a little secret that's tucked away. To unlock the main area shortcut, you'll find yourself near this water area. There will be a ladder that you can climb down. Just be careful of all of those militiamen. Finally, there's an actual waterfall you can go through. Head through there, down the ladder in that room, and you'll come across this room that has a secret hidden wall and a painting you can acquire. Make your way through the hidden area you just unlocked and you'll find a coffin. Now, if you're familiar with the game, you'll know to just crawl in and ask questions later, because that's what true heroes do. Enjoy the ride. To be honest, doesn't seem very safe, but who cares? You will now find yourself at the Castle Watering Hole site of Grace, and now all you have to do is follow the river south. Finding another Grace, you'll find this long path with lots of drop holes, so just be careful going through there with Torian. Now left hand side, you'll see a whole bunch of grave birds surrounded by a bunch of graves. There's a lower ledge on the left side when you get up there, and you'll find the best spot to drop down. Continue following the river east, and you will find the Mausoleum. Weird that going east will find you the Eastern Mausoleum. Here you'll face Rakshasa, an armored knight sporting a cool gray katana. You'll want a weapon that deals higher poise damage, as they can hyper armor through all your attacks using their own Ash of War and just decimate you. Again, I went with my trusty Bloodhound's Fang, and the fight was pretty easy, aside from this close call out right at the end. A flashy finish, but whatever. We take those.
Ooh,
you'll get Rakshasa's set as well as the Great Katana, which is honestly one of the better armor sets of these 4. The Great Katana has an amazing moveset that's very reminiscent of Monster Hunter katana use. And the Ash of War Weed Killer can be spammed continuously as long as you have the stamina and the FP for it. I also want to point out that the armor for each piece increases your damage by 2%, as well as the damage taken. And next, we have the Southern Nameless Mausoleum, found in the Cerulean Coast. There's a few ways to get here, but I chose to go through the ways of the Dragon Communion, and you'll want to make your way to the far west side of Grace. From there, head along the coast, heading east. Eventually, you'll find a little slope with a little bit of an opening in it. 2 paths, right and left. Right will lead you to the Great Grave Glovewort. The left will lead you to the Mausoleum. Just watch out for the lobster when you go to steal its crab eggs. Crab eggs? Why is it defending crab eggs? It's a lobster, not a crab. Anyway, you'll find your way to a white sandy beach, and on top of this little island that you're now on will be the Mausoleum. Perhaps the easiest fight of the 4. You will encounter the Dancer of Rana. She boasts some close-range fire attacks, as well as some flashy combos, as well as her dancing Ash of War, but not really too much of a threat as she has very low poise and can just stun lock her like crazy. Her weapons also don't do a lot of stagger to you, so I use my bear claws to tear her to shreds. And you will be complete with her dancing blades, as well as her dancer set, which increase the dancing damage you can do, which is specifically the Ash of War with the weapon. This Ash of War is great for mowing down tons of weak foes, and pretty good against foes that like to dodge, as you can roll catch them pretty nicely if the dance lines up, but the armor itself has low poise, so I decided to switch with the bull goat armor and forego a little bit of the dancer damage buff, which seemed to work out a little bit better. Hitting that 51 points is important on most builds, so hopefully this helps. And there's my quick guide on all 4 mausoleums.
Yeah, boy.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to spread the good word of my channel. Thank you for watching.